The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence, and it's hard to argue with that, Jim, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everything he did was pretty much perfect. His positioning, his movement with and without the ball, the ability to receive it and turn away from defenders. And don't get me started about his finishing.
For sure, a name to strike fear into the hearts of goalkeepers everywhere. It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Now it's Van Basten. Threads one in, and that interception was most necessary. Forlan. Rummenigge. Xavi Alonso. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And now they can clear their lines. Lovely pass.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. Neither side yet able to find the net. Dixon. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Victoria finding their passes. Aimed beyond the defence. It's and that has finished.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
No way through. This looks promising. Some really good ball movement. Lovely ball. Mohamed Salah! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Plays it across. And the finish! Caught offside that time. Van Dijk. Van Dijk is there to clear. Cannavaro. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now it's Van Basten. Forlan. Rummenigge. That's Forlan. Always onto this. Mohamed Salah. Here's Salah! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hakimi. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. Vitinha. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, that's well spotted.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
I'm afraid
brings.
to tell you that we're expecting
Would you
traffic
review
to
the
be heavy
first
after
half?
the final
Well, I
whistle
think
today.
from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And he's had a hit! And that is wildly off target.
Vitinha clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Rummenigge, a true great in every sense of the word. Looking to play him in, and he's managed to get free. Serginho. Messi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Victoria really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Searching pass is played there. It's a pretty loose pass. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Forlan. Bastoni getting this one clear. And that's been won straight back. That has not gone well. He's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. Over to the left. Vitinha, he is onto this. He's found the way through. Takes a shot! You've got to be quick to recover this. And they can't read.
Victoria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking tidy in possession here. Mohamed Salah. And he's straight offside.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. And here's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Oh, he is not giving anything away.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Forlan. Vitinha. Now it's Hazard.
Two
That's
added minutes
Serginho.
has been indicated.
Shot could be on. Owen. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter,
quick
with a good
reminder
mix of
today that
action
smoking
and
is only
plenty of
allowed
talking
in
points,
areas shown on
and
this
it
map.
ended with the right
Thank you for
result,
your
in my opinion.
cooperation.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
And it's hit the woodwork and out. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Bale, played into space. Oh, good to Cristiano Ronaldo! And that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Vitinha. Forlan. It's played through for him. And the shot! Goal! Victoria! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Bale. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. And it's Gerrard. Guardiola is the team's great... Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Birmingham are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Half an hour played now. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. He's got away. Fires it in low. Well read, and the danger is averted. And this is Bale. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rijkaard. That's a sharp pass. Tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. Plenty through. And a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mohamed Salah really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Victoria with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. Costa Curta. Mateus. Vitinha. Well, that's well seen too. Guardiola, who's set up one goal so far. And this is Mohamed Salah.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Bale. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Mohamed Salah. And the whistle goes for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Pass is just off target. Gerrard. Rijkaard. Vitinha. Mateus. Taken back almost at once. Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hangs in a cross. Oh, what a climb! And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Mbappe. And some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Oh, there's a probing ball. Mateus. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And played right into his... He's having a shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both.
It's Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's there to get it away and claimed it back swiftly. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's a sharp little ball here.
Victoria really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Little pass back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Mateus.
Minutes has been indicated.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Probing pass. That pass isn't the best. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. So there's Frank Lampard, an excellent 2005 for both club and country, his most productive season so far. And on top of it all, named his national team's outstanding. He's tried one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Victoria looking to pass their way through. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good.
Great chance! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than... It's a mighty effort! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to this.
He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Lampard with the cross. Keeper has taken decisive action. Victoria are looking to go forward now. And he cuts out a supply. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And the shot! Forlan. Now it's Luis Suarez. Big chance! Lampard. Passing is crisp and sharp, and he was alert to it. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now that's well seen too. De Ligt. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lobbed in behind. Vitinha kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
2
De
added
Ligt.
minutes has been indicated.
And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from
And
here.
just a quick reminder today,
There's still a
please
maybe
drink
at play.
responsibly.
Maybe
Anyone
they'll
appearing
thrive on the
intoxicated or
adversity.
behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Always onto this. Now this could be a chance. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Mateus. And here's Mohamed Salah. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Haaland. Not the most accurate pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Rummenigge really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played through for him. And a chance! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Chance for a shot! He scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Deftly away. But they've got it again. Into the last 5 minutes. Bruno Fernandes. Check is there to clear. Lovely pass,
Two
but
added
can he
minutes
get
has
there?
been indicated.
What a throw in. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Neymar. Now it's Kagawa. Oh, well measured. That's a simple one for the keeper. Can he get it through? Cannavaro cuts it out.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
And it's Rice. Rice.
Fortuna Sittard really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect.
It's Neymar! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Climbs up big. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Belletti. Bastoni. Belletti. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good ball out wide. Doué. Rummenigge. And it's Belletti. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Salah. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Forlan is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Chance! It's Forlan. Salah. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kagawa. Kagawa. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Victoria really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Rijkaard. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance, surely!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Doué. Mateus. We're still waiting for a goal to report here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Victoria looking to pass their way through. Mohamed Salah. Shot a goal! Doué is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Looking for the run, just somewhat off target. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kagawa. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's in a great position here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Has a look and plays it forward. Belletti. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attack. So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone as dependable in the box as the man leading the line here.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
As prolific as they come, Peter, another Dutch predator who has such a desire to be on the end of anything that comes into the box.
And the charge, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Casillas gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mbappe. Van Nistelrooy. Mateus. And it's Vitinha looking for the run. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Victoria yet to have an attempt on goal. Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. There's the shot! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Gullit charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, well played, well played. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Nistelrooy aims beyond the defence. Gullit, and he's managed to get free. Tries a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And here's Vitinha. Costa Curta. And Mateus. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. And smartly reclaimed.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Van der Beek. And here's Gullit. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And it's Gullit. Mohamed Salah.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's intervened well there. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Victoria really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. The second half sparked straight into life. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter.
Face to face with the keeper. And a chance! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And Van Vitinha. Oh, that's nice. Pull it. He's having a go. And again, the keeper stands strong.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Looking to play him in. Forlan. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Belling does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mateus. Forlan. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, and they have every right to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Belling. Now it's Mbappe. Belling. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And this is... It's Forlan! Oh, should have put that away. Knocks it into space. He's free. He had his shoots. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing.
He's tried one! And that's off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Rummenigge. Nice sequence of passes this. Rijkaard.
Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is expertly dealt with. Costa Curta gets it clear. And here's Rodrigo. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Out to the left it goes. Fired deep towards the back post. Victoria are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Mateos! Oh, he's really drilled it. Vitinha! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers, looking for the run. And it's Messi. Bernardo Silva. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there's the clearance. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Mohamed Salah. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Bernardo Silva. Messi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shot a goal! Goal! Victoria! He has gobbled up his 20th goal.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Victoria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Goes for a shot!
Two other units
Against
have
the
been
crossbar.
indicated.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he thumps it clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Victoria heads to the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Shapes to shoot! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And it's Serginho. That's been slipped through. Bernardo Silva.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Victoria are still that goal to the good. Looking for a runner.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He has found the way through. Guardiola, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. I was going to be disappointed with that. Rummenigge. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Raul. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether...
And the shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Rodrigo. Oh, look at the space here. Victoria can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Raul. And he's in on goal. He's found the way through. Not the most convincing of passes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that was
Added
vital.
minutes has been indicated.
Great vision.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the...
So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually. Certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Great chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Victoria with the corner, there first. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Searching pass he's played there. Ball looks a good one. Shoots! Van Nistelrooy scores gloriously again!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, see, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And this is Totti. Soboslai receives it in a good position here. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. That's a decent clearance. That's a throw.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Totti. Always onto this. Vitinha is always looking to break lines. And here's Mohamed Salah. Lovely, now then. And that's been won straight back.
Victoria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
He's on it. Can he get away? Look at the space here. Costa Curta.
There will
Nice
be
looking
1
ball.
minute added time.
Ended up in no man's land. Rummenigge. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, and a chance! He's got it all! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
After 51 One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Victoria are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Victoria grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's picked out the run. It's Neymar! Another special Neymar moment! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Into Milan for 2 up and into a position of real strength.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Rijkaard. Victoria finding their passes. Mateus.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a nicely shaped ball. That is Stuta! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody, and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. And if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chance here to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Palmer. That looks a cracking ball. Now it's tries a shot. He's delivered all right. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
Takes a shot. No mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's cut it out. Mateus.
Vittoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rummenigge. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge has it out wide and in space.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was real chance. And he's really put himself on the line here. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Kimmich. Oh, it's a great ball here. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah powering forward here. Rodri. Kimmich. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. It could be in here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the keeper's given it away. Rijkaard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Dixon. Forlan. Victoria looking to pass their way through. Vitinha. And that interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Vittoria really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think it'll be...
Oh no, this does not look good. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's in a great position here. Now it's Palmer. And it's Kimmich. Palmer looking to run onto it. Now it's Kimmich. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Salah. Rummenigge. Defending was strong and firm. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Madrid finding their passes. That's been cut out. Well played. Mateus. Oh, good-looking ball. No, that was never going to make it. And it's Salah. Rummenigge! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Owen gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Owen. And the counter is on. Vitinha. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball, good take. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. And a trademark move. And that's it. And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we.